Ikumbad. So the other day, this lady came up to me and she's like, she recognized me from the videos. And she asked me, she just moved here, and she asked me, why do I love living in South Philly so much? And it got me thinking, why do we love South Philly so much? I mean, to me, it was automatic, it's just automatic. I grew up here, but what are the things that you like about South Philly? Let's find out. All right, Kumbaz, I think one of the most important things we could do as a society is to stay active within the community, right? Get away from social media, come out and be with your peeps. I am at the GENA Autumn Market in Girard Estates. This is the park I always walk in, and I'm at an event that has over 40 vendors. There's all kinds of food and music all day long, and I'm gonna ask the question, one thing you love about South Philly, one thing you hate. What is one thing about South Philly that you love and one thing that you hate?
Love food. Best food anywhere in the world. Hate, sometimes parking.
All the time is parking. I think that's going to be the one for the video. One thing that you love about South Philly and one thing you hate. Why do you like living here?
It's perfect here. You get the great neighbors in my neighborhood. My neighbors are great. Everybody's friendly. Love that. But I hate parking.
So Dina, tell us about what you have. You look like you have a nice little sweets business here.
We have individual desserts. You can come in the store. You can buy a piece of cake. You can buy a cookie. You don't have to buy a whole pie. We're located on Passyunk Avenue, 1908, right across the street from Fuel.
And that's Passyunk Avenue, not Passyunk. Okay, let me give you mine. One thing I love about South Philly would have to be, it's hard to pick one thing, but if I had to pick one, God knows I love the food. That is the one thing I love about South Philly. We have great food, right? One thing I hate, yeah, I'm gonna have to go with everybody else so far, parking. So I explained to this lady that the South Philly that she sees now is not the one that we grew up in, the one that I grew up in. It's completely different. And I told her all about it, and she was just like in awe about the traditions and everything. And I miss those days, trust me, I do. And South Philly is not the same, but it's still South Philly. One thing you love about South Philly, one thing you hate.
One thing I love, this. We're in our neighborhood, everybody's out, it's a great day, beautiful day. One thing I hate is the parking, of course. Easy, nice and easy.
Everybody said the same thing, parking.
Yeah, parking, that's it, Then you go in Center City and you have to be a scholar to understand the street signs.
Yeah.
You can't park here from now, but you can go there in a half hour, it's too much.
I like that we're accessible to everything.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
Everywhere you have to go, we're in the perfect spot. You have all the sports down at that whole area. You have the Center Cities right here. Get on the bridge, go over to Jersey. I'm talking with the microphone over here.
Yeah.
But it's South Philly is the best spot in the world to be. Everything is here. Have all your neighbors. Best thing in the world. And they get to meet you.
When I think of South Philly today or back in the day, I think of streets. There's something about the streets just connects with me when I think about South Philly. I mean, we spent a lot of time back in the day, right, on the streets, playing games. The whole neighborhood would come out, and sit out on the step. Neighbors would talk to each other. It's a time you just don't see it anymore.
What I like about South Philly, the people, the food, and visiting my friends at Rosewood Bar.
What I don't like about South Philly is the lack of parking all the time.
You're kidding. You're kidding.
And what I do like is
No parking? What?
no parking.
I've never heard of such a thing.
I like the people and I like the food.
Bud has a barber shop right on the corner, just like old school, South Philly days. You're not from here, are you?
No, I grew up in Western New York.
I could tell.
Yeah.
I could tell. But why South Philly?
Well, I moved to Philly in 05 for the first time, and it was like unlike any place I'd ever been, man. I don't know, always something going on. Where I'm from, if there was like events and stuff, you like had to make it there. Here, you got to pick and choose. You got so many cool options of what's going on. And I just like fell in love with like the community aspect of the city, like the person that you're going to, seeing them at the coffee shop, your barber really good, everybody who lives in your community. I wanted that for my life, you know what I mean?
One thing you love about South Philly, one thing you hate.
One thing I love about South Philly
This will be interesting because he's not from here. He is now.
Yeah.
But let's see.
I love the food, man. My pals, Little Nicks.
Yep.
Homegrown, my friends.
Yep.
Heavy Metal Sausage, our butcher friends.
You got the whole block there.
Yeah, it's beautiful, dude. And again, I know I said it already, but just the community. I love my neighbors. I love like being able to walk outside. I know my mailman. You know what I mean?
But come on. People don't understand. I try to tell people how good the food is here. Like there's food everywhere, and it's all fantastic.
Yeah.
Like it's unbelievable. And what would be the thing you don't like?
The thing I don't like, I don't want to be typical and say the parking, everything's fine. But, so I'm going to do a different one. I'm going to say the trash, yo. Everybody pick up your trash. Don't throw stuff on the ground, bro. Pick that crap up, dog. Pick it up. You can do it.
Keep the community nice, guys. Well, even though South Philly is not what it was, it still runs in my blood. I live my life with the memories of back in the day and how special it was here and the tradition. And as long as we could do that, folks, South Philly, the old South Philly, old school, will never die. All right, well, there you have it, guys. Nobody likes parking here. It does suck. I mean, it really does suck. I mean, just now, look, these are the little streets. They're packed. Cars are packed from the beginning of the street to the end of the street. The main street here, packed from the beginning of the street to the end of the street. And this is a Saturday afternoon, everybody's home, but it doesn't get much better during the week. If you're not in a spot by 4 o'clock in my neighborhood, you're driving around for a while. So parking does suck in South Philly, but most people love the food. And people said the food and people that live here, and the conveniences of having everything so close by, So there's a lot of good reasons of why I love living here. Will I stay? Eventually I think I'll probably move on. Just, as I get older, you want to see other things. But no matter where I go, no matter what I do, South Philly, man, just runs in my veins, runs through my blood. See you next time, Goobas.